Hey Libra, what is up guys? Welcome to your reading, my reading for you. This is going to be your love reading. If you are new, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm really excited to do this reading. It's definitely going to be one that's more in-depth. It is a weekly reading, but I for my own I guess advice, I like to just get a little bit deeper into the situation at hand, so that way I can give you better advice, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to do a couple different things, Libra. Starting out, this is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and South Node sign. Cross watchers are also welcome. You can pick your side of things. Let's go ahead and look at the overall energy here. We're going to put a couple of these down. Okay, so let's start with the overall. How is Libra feeling? What's the overall energy for Libra and the person they're connecting with this week? So, wow, yeah, Libra, you're coming out with the Tower reverse. So I feel like there is either something you're trying to avoid, like a Tower moment, or something that could turn in, you're worried that it may turn into a Tower moment here. There's something you're trying to avoid this week. And with the Nine of Wands reversed, I feel like it's because maybe you don't trust this person very much, or maybe you just don't know if you have the energy to overcome a Tower moment like this. So I feel like you're putting a lot of effort into avoiding something that could, or trying to avoid something that could turn bad. What's this Tower moment, or what's this Tower here for Libra? Also, this can talk about a breakup from the past. So you may just be very mistrustful of the person that we're talking about this week because of a Tower moment in the past. Four of Pentacles. What's this Tower here? Five of Wands reversed. What's this Tower? I'll look into their energy in just a second, I promise. Okay. So I feel, okay, yeah. So what I'm feeling here, Libra, is that you have gotten yourself to a place where you're stable. All right, you're in Four of Pentacles energy here. You are where you are, and you don't want to backtrack. You don't want to backtrack. You don't want to, okay, yeah, here's the thing. You don't want to backtrack. You're dealing with someone here where it's very iffy. Things are very iffy right now, whether it's the relationship or there's other circumstances. There's something iffy, and part of you wants to just run away. Part of you just wants to disembark on this journey and just run away. But I feel like there is a determination that you have. I feel like you're questioning what to do this week because you are very determined and you do really want to see things get better here, but there is just that fear of, if I run away, what's going to happen to this person? If I back off, is it going to cause a Tower moment here? So you're kind of, I don't want to say at a standstill this week, but Knight of Pentacles energy here, you're kind of just like slowly inching towards this person, or there's slow movement in the situation right now. Things are not going boom boom pow this week. Let's see where it's going this week is essentially what this is going to be about. And you don't want things to go back. You're just like, all right, so you may be a little guarded, like we're talking Nine of Wands reverse. You may be a little guarded towards this person because you really don't want to see things get worse. You don't want to see a Tower moment here, but it's like if you walk away, there could be one too. There could be one too. So you're just like kind of Knight of Pentacles energy. Okay, I'm gonna be steady. I'm gonna see kind of how things go. I'm gonna try to be a solid foundation, because when you love someone, you don't walk away from them. You don't run away. You fight for things. You fight for this person. You don't walk away just because it's hard or because it's tough. So let's see what this person's energy is, or overall energy is this week. So first out, we have the Five of Pentacles. So this person is feeling alone, maybe feeling very lost and confused, or just that loneliness, maybe feeling left out in the cold. Yeah, Knight of Cups coming out with the Page of Cups here. I feel like they do strongly desire this growth, and they do want to, maybe there's an apology that's needed here, right? Maybe this person's been alone for some time now, and they really just want to reconcile, but they don't want it to just be something small. Like, yeah, look at this, Temperance. This person is, it's honestly good to see. But this person is in this energy of, okay, you know what? I'm either isolated or feeling alone or feeling like I've had to leave something behind and walk away from something. But they are rebalancing here, Temperance. They are trying to, yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles on the back of the deck, I feel like this person is really trying to see the future here, trying to see a vision for themselves. They may have, you know, there may have been a block in communication here, or they may have blocked communication, or things may have ended badly here. But I feel like they had some revelations here during that time. I feel like during this period of isolation, they've had a lot to think about, and they've come to some realizations of things with the High Priestess here. The Hanged Man reverse is telling me, you know, that they've been very stubborn with an apology here, or with opening up about what they've been keeping to themselves. This person's been very stubborn. Yeah, they haven't really given any insight into what's been going on. There's not been any movement or any progress, but I feel like it has to do with this person, this person's circumstances. What's this Five of Pentacles here for this person? What's this Five of Pentacles? Three of Swords. Yeah, this person's heartbroken and lost and alone, or has been. Yeah, same two cards, but it's almost by their own infliction. Like they're being stubborn, but they know all this stuff, but they won't surrender to it. Like they know all this stuff that they want to talk about, or they know how to get through it. There's something that they know. There's something that subconsciously they know what to do, but like they're not actually settling into it. They won't actually do what they need to do, or it's been like that. And so this could be that shift, that change this week that you'll see. We have the Devil reverse, so a release from those toxic wounds, or from this pain, a release from that energy here. And then it's like divine timing. Wheel of Fortune, it's divine timing now at play. Things are happening for a reason right now. We have the Nine of Cups reversed, so I feel like there is a lot of frustration. This person's feeling really drained, or, you know, just in general, there's a lot of frustration in this situation here. With the Eight of Swords, someone is super worried and super anxious, so that could be you, right? Looking at this person, worrying about them. I mean, you both could be in that energy, right? This person's feeling really alone, so they're probably stressing too. And there is the Five of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of sadness in the separation, or missing each other, or having a difficult time to turn around and look to those two cups with this Temperance card that need the focus right now, that need to be focused on, that need to be looked at. Yeah, because in order to find that stability here, action has to be taken. Something has to happen. So let's look at the romance angels for the overall energy this week for Libra and the person that they are connecting with. I feel like this person really does want to heal. So we have past life, relationship, trust, and passion. Yeah, this person, we have deception on the back of the deck. So I feel like there is a lot that's hidden here when it comes to the real feelings, to how things really, really are. Like, you know, maybe there's a little, you know, sugar coating going on right now, or there's like a veil kind of over what the real feelings are. This week, the focus is, there's a focus on the past with this past life relationship card. There is a focus on the past, or this is reassurance for you that this is a past life connection, and that you need to just trust this. Trust spirit, trust the situation here, okay? You both need to have faith in this more than you do right now. I think that you look at this person and think this is my twin flame, this is my soulmate on a grander scale, and I think this person looks at you. I don't think they don't think that, but I do think they definitely feel passionately towards you, and like they just feel so good around you. And so I feel like that sometimes gets you worried and stressed and feeling like, oh God, like this person, because they're struggling so much and they only want passion, like this is never going to develop any further. This is never going to go in a better direction here. And Spirit is saying you both need to have faith here. You both need to trust the situation. You need to stay strong, okay? Because there's a rebalance coming here. There's this healing energy that's coming in next week. but it's coming for, it's definitely happening for this person. And you really, Libra, you really are very suspenseful here, or very worried about what's going to happen, or you're struggling to find the energy to push through, because there's like this fear surrounding losing what you've already built yourself up to, or having to just start over at square one again. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Wow, we have wedding on the top of the deck. So I mean, maybe this person, maybe you guys were married, and now you're in a separation, right? And that was the breakup, and now they feel lost and alone, and you know, they're like, well, I want my soulmate back. I want my this temperance energy is about soulmate. So they could really be wanting you back. So I'm going to keep trust in the middle here. That's what I feel like we need to do. So let's look at the intentions this week. Let's see your intentions towards this person. All right. Libra's intentions towards this person from the 19th to the 25th. Yeah, so we have give your relationship a chance with playfulness here. I feel like you are, again, like I said, that Knight of Pentacles energy, that's what I'm feeling here. You are, you know what, let's just take it slow. You're saying, you know what, let's approach this in, how can we approach this in a way that we feel like will actually get us to the destination we want to get to, right? Let's give each other a chance here. Let's work on things, but it's still hesitant here. And I feel like your deception on this situation, the way that you're, I don't want to say fooling this person, but the act that you're playing is that playfulness, like everything's fine. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but I feel like in order to get yourself through this, you really are just trying to be playful about it. You're just like, let's just have fun. Let's get back to the basics here, you know, like let's have fun with each other. Let's go on adventures, or let's try not to think so negatively about things or worry. Like, I really do feel like you just want to have fun with this person and see it get better. But but behind that energy of like, let's just go out and do all this fun stuff, behind that is the fear that, you know, there could be a tower moment, or that things may get bad again. So let's look at this person's intentions towards you this week. So we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And we have calling in your soulmate. Wow. With separation. Yeah, they are feeling a separation from you intensely at this time. And I feel like this person, they're funny, right? This person, they are one of those people that is just like, you know what, like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to tell Libra how I'm really feeling. So their deception is, it comes off as pride. It comes off as they're too proud to actually say what they feel for you. Because how could they ever have emotions, right? So it comes from a place of pride, I feel. But they say it's self-respect. They're just like, well, you know, I respect myself enough not to, you know, and maybe they see you as that as well. They could see you with that guard up and think, oh, okay, well, Libra's just, you know, they just don't want to talk to me. They're too proud to talk to me, or they have other stuff going on. So, but at the same time, yeah, I feel like this person's passion for you has grown through this time apart, through this separation. That passion for you has just grown and grown and grown, and they see you just you're keeping to yourself, or you've been keeping that boundary up, or, you know, maybe this is you dropping your guard to them as well. You could just be like dropping your guard and opening up communication with them, or, you know, for those of you for who that resonates with, absolutely. And this person looks at that self-respect that you've been giving yourself and is like, oh my God, I just want them more and more, and they're trying to call you in, right? They're looking at you like, oh my gosh, like you could be, like you might be the one, right? The separation's getting to me. But I feel like right now it's going to be flirty. Like, it'll be flirty in the beginning for sure. But this person's definitely feeling it. Yeah. Faux show. I feel like there's just been that like kind of childish energy happening for some time. So let's look at the mutual feelings. What are the mutual feelings for Libra and this person? Oh, okay. So, wow, we have new love and deception. Yes, what is this? With pay attention to the red flags. I feel like you both would like to see where this could go with the new love card. I do feel that you both would like to see, for those of you who this is, you know, I feel like there's two groups. So one of you, this is the person that you're like, you know what, I really want to see the newness, a new relationship here blossom. You're both feeling like things are in a new energy. But at the same time, you both are hiding. You're hiding your feelings from each other. You're hiding that energy. So for others of you, I feel like there is a new person that you are or have been dealing with recently. There's somebody that kind of you're like interested in. You want to kind of see where things would go with that person. So you're not necessarily interested in really getting back together with this person. And so maybe you're hiding, that deception is that hiding that new person or this other person from the one we're dealing with here. So that could be another thing here. And even to put them both together, maybe there is somebody new that one of you or both of you is messing with here, and you're hiding that from each other, but you've also realized maybe you have feelings for this person too. Pay attention to the red flags here. Yeah, there is something that you definitely are both looking at. Maybe there's something codependent about this relationship that you guys are noticing, and you know, it's like, how do we work through that? What's the mutual desires for this connection? Wow, yeah. Reconciliation and make the effort. Like, okay, so you both do want to get back together. So I feel like even if there is someone else that you guys are dealing with, even if you both still want to kind of see where this could go, whether it's now or in the future, you want to see each other together. You want to put in the effort. Yeah, because you have a lot of love for each other with the true love card. There's a lot of feelings here. So finances and career though, so maybe you guys are focused on your money more than this relationship. Okay, so let me put some of these up and let's look at the tarot. Actually, I'm feeling like I need to go over here first. I don't know why. What's this person's focus? What's this person that Libra is connecting with? Their focus this week. Ooh. All right, so we have Mercury with communication. Yeah, they definitely want to talk. Their focus is that mental space. What do I say? How do I say it? With destiny, North Node. Yeah, listen guys, it's this person's journey. It's part of their destiny to, you know, really have this conversation with you. But on a grander scale here, their focus, I feel like they're just focusing on work. I feel like they're, you know, doing a lot with what they have got themselves. Like part of their destiny is their work life. So I feel like that could be, essentially that's what I'm trying to say, is they could be focused on that. But there's a process of maturing and healing that's happening as well through communication, through their perception on things, their awareness of things, you know, the narrative that they see life through. There's a really big element of the unknown here with the numinous card coming out, the mystery, the unknown, right? So I feel that this person is really kind of stepping into this to this unknown energy. But I definitely feel like they really want to, I feel like they're trying to see things differently, like there's a change in their perception, or there needs to be, for them to really rebalance. What's this person's blockage? Neptune, conjunction, dreams and empowerment. So this person's blockage is the fact that they may get too dreamy, too fantasy worldy, like all things are like, you know, all things glitter and, you know, that kind of stuff. They may get too imaginative, or they may just be somebody who attaches themselves really, really deeply to, like they may get really attached to people. I feel like they tend to just like they escape. They're an escapist. Like they don't like to, like when something bad happens, they run from it, or they drink, or they do drugs or something like that. Like they have that could be their blockage, is that they don't really know how to deal with their subconscious self. Now empowerment with conjunction, this person also is blocked by the fact that, you know, they have a hard time working together with people. They don't know how to be with they don't know how to be in a relationship and independent at the same time. They don't know how to do that. Or they just don't know how to work well with other people. Maybe they try to take control of things, or they get really intense. But either way, it's like, how can we work together and strengthen each other by working together? They don't know how to do that. What is Libra's focus? Okay, so we have Cancer, so maybe you're focused on a Cancer. But otherwise, Cancer is, you're trying to be sympathetic. You're trying to be very intuitive and tender and caring and receptive towards this person, not defensive, not, you know, completely withdrawn, but there is just some fear there, I think, surrounding this. You just want the past to be in the past, I think. You're very sympathetic and empathetic even towards this person's situation. We have trine with flow. Yeah, you really are that. It's just taking me to the Knight of Pentacles again. You're just in such a flow energy here, or you're focused on trying to like let things happen and take their course. Like you understand the pace of things here, but you just want things to work out. So you're willing to just let that go, or to let things go the way that they need to. There could be a third party energy here, another energy involved. With that trine, you know, that's a triangle. So it could be 3 people involved, 2 people and some past energy, anything like that. You may even give this person gifts to help them feel better. What's the blockage for, okay, well, you have the first house as your blockage. Okay, how do I get these? I want them to be all upright. Okay, so the blockage here is the way that you see yourself, Libra, the way that you see your physical body or your outlook on life. That's kind of a block for you. So it's also kind of your perception, your self-awareness can be a block for you too. You know, when are you overstepping boundaries? When are you not? Yeah, perception is a big thing here for you. And the way that you comfortably express yourself. So you may not know how to really tell this person how you feel. Because you feel maybe it's almost like they're not comfortable with their subconscious self, their subconscious mind, but you're not comfortable with what your conscious mind, or your conscious mind is in a state of distress. Okay, the other one is being. Yes, it's like who you are. You're uncomfortable with who you are for some reason. Perception, again, it's like your energy, your self-awareness, like your spirit and that masculine side of you. You're uncomfortable with that, or you're uncomfortable or blocked by your ability to just comfortably express who you are. And that's like, that's not where you want to be, right? You don't, so you're having so much difficulty with this person and also with yourself, because you're trying to combat like, okay, who am I? What do I want? Who am I ready to be? What are my opinions? What is the way that I see this situation? And this person's all like, how do I work with people? What is working together? I'm so trapped in my fears and my anxieties. Like, how do I communicate with Libra? This is very interesting. All right, let's look at your feelings. Okay, so yeah, you're feeling stressed and anxious. 9 of Swords. You may literally cry at night over the stress that this person puts on you, or the situation has put on you. So you're feeling anxious here. How is Libra feeling about this person? We've got the Devil reversed. So I feel that you did maybe break up with them in the past. With the Devil energy reversed, I'm feeling freedom. There's that Hanged Man reversed again. So I do feel like you're struggling to trust, or you're struggling to have faith that this person is actually liberating themselves from toxicity here. You may be struggling to believe, or struggling to, you know, settle into that and have faith with spirit. Sometimes your mind may get the best of you here. You also may be very indecisive here about, like I said earlier, walking away or sticking this out. How is Libra feeling? Okay. So we have the 7 of Cups. I don't feel like you are making any decisions right now, because number one, you may not be in the best space of mind. Nobody may be in the best space of mind right now to be making any decisions like that. But I feel like you are just like, I can't make this decision right now. I'm not in a good place, or the situation is not a good, you know, we don't need to make any decisions right now. It's just the vibe. Like, yeah, and I feel like it's because you just don't have the energy to deal with them, or to deal with, you know, a choice at this point. You just want to push that off, like, let's not worry about that right now. I'm overwhelmed. 7 of Wands reverse. I'm overwhelmed. Sometimes I just like need to give up. A lot of the times I feel like just giving up on this, or just walking away completely, because I'm just tired and I'm drained and I don't have the energy or mindset to deal with this. But then that at the same time reminds you how lonely that you'll be and how isolated you would be. and sad, and how much you would actually really miss this person. So it's just like you want to go hermit mode because for your own sake, but you don't want to because for your own sake. It's like you win some, you lose some, right? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But you know happiness is coming. You know that there is a new beginning coming, and I feel like you look at this and you just try to hold on to that. You try to hold on to that optimism and that success that you will have. And so it's just like you're not going to be happy by yourself and all alone, and or without this person, or they would feel so lost without you. So it's just like, let's just stick this through. Like, let's work this out. Justice energy, let's work this out together. What's Libra's desire for this connection this week? Yeah, listen. Absolutely. You want to see number one, the pessimism, if there's any pessimistic talk or negative talk, you want that to change. But first and foremost, your desire is to see that the resistance from this change and this transformation, you want to see that things move forward here. You want to see an inner transformation. Something that, it really redoes you from the inside out here. You don't want things to be over either with this person. You really don't. You want to find that strength. You want to find the courage and the bravery and the compassion to keep going, to work through this and to overcome Six of Wands, to overcome the challenges, to overcome that change and the resistance maybe that's been happening here. Like, let's just do good. That Six of Wands and that Sun, like, let's get some good news here. Let's open ourselves to positivity and overcome these challenges and find success together. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles once again. That's like y'all's card this reading is, let's take it slow and steady, but we will win the race. We will win the race. Absolutely. We may not know how. Ace of Swords reversed. We may not know how. We might not know what the path is, but we've got to march forward. Yeah, because we love each other, because this is a period of growth. Knight of Cups. This goes deeper. Our love goes deeper than this situation. We may be sensitive, but we're going to be compassionate towards each other, right? Yeah, because this cycle's completing. That world energy, man, there's going to be a fulfillment and a completion here. There is, absolutely. An apology as well, but there's going to be some fast movement here. So anticipate that, put that out into the universe, okay? So let's see. I feel like you'll be receiving an apology from this person. Again, Page of Cups energy. I'm just thinking back to that. There's definitely that desire to speak and to apologize. So I feel like you'll be getting one from them. This person, Queen of Cups with the Three of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, so listen, guys, this person in the past, they've not been able to accept your offer or really look at you and say, yes, we can definitely do this now. They haven't been able to do that. So I feel like they're feeling ignored, or they're feeling like they've been acting indifferent towards you. I feel like they do feel toxically connected or chained in some way to something with the Devil card here. I feel that that's kind of, if they've been acting indifferent towards you, and I feel like they have, if they've been acting that way towards you, it's because they've been dealing with some negativity, some fear, and some anxiety, some stress, another person, like that third party energy, right? So that's why. And I feel like now this person with the Three of Pentacles here, it could be with work, but now they're wanting to really see things work out. They're wanting to work on things with you, to reconnect with you, to talk about things, to grow this situation. And the Queen of Cups, I feel like they do have feelings for you. And I feel like because they're finally overcoming some stress and some anxiety here and that loss, with a return, I feel like maybe your return, or yeah, this Temperance once again. There's a rebalancing here that's happening that's allowing them to connect deeper with their emotional self. How is this person feeling about Libra? Yeah, King of Swords. I think that they don't like to talk about their emotions very much. I don't think so. Yeah, there's the Queen of Swords. So honestly, I feel like this person and you, okay, so what I'm getting, we have 4 people right here. What I'm getting, King and Queen of Swords, this person feeling towards you, they want this connection with you. Like, literally, it's just like I was saying, they want this connection with you, but they want to work together with you without becoming you, without becoming a part of you. Like, they want to be independently themselves. And that's what these the King and Queen of Swords are all about is that, you know, you're definitely you're your very own person, right? You are your own person, and these are air signs as well. So that's why I'm taking that as your energy. I just feel like we want to talk. Let's have a good conversation, but let's remain independent. Let's remain who we still are. That doesn't mean that growth can't happen or that a connection won't happen. It's just like there's that desire to still be your own person. But they do, and they are realizing that they have feelings for you. But they don't maybe have anything grounded or stable to offer you at this time with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. They may not actually have a solid offer for you at this time. It could only be passion, right, with this Knight of Wands and this Wheel of Fortune reversed. They're not in a stable point in their life. They're not yet there. But like I said earlier, that Wheel of Fortune coming out in the upright, I feel like there's going to be a change. I feel like there is something to anticipate changing here for the better. But it starts with a conversation. It starts with getting to know each other, right? What is this person desiring with this connection with Libra? So yes, we have the Seven of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Again, I do think that they tend to hide their feelings in what's going on. So we have the Chariot. Let me get a couple more out and then I'll... Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And the Seven of Cups. So... okay, this person may not be at a place to make any big decisions right now. And like, honestly, that's where you're at too. You're feeling like, let's not make any decisions right now. Like, yeah, I want to see change and I want to overcome this and I want to grow, but you know, we may not be best together right now. And I think this person is still hiding and is still kind of secret or keeping secrets from you because they're not in a great place. Or I mean, maybe you know about what they're going through or what's going on and all that stuff, but they still just don't want to talk. Like it's like pride or something like that. But this person does desire to see that wheel, that unstable cycle, or the lack of movement in this situation. They do want to see that change with the Chariot card. Sorry, I know you can't really see well. The lighting's not very great right here. And I don't actually have my light on, or this light on for my camera, but they do want to see success here. This is like, let's put the effort in here. Let's put the work in. Let's go. Let's move. Like, let's get it going. I want to see change. I want to see success for myself. And they do. They want to have that family connection. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. They want to have a family life. Like, they want to have a wedding and they want to have kids and they want to be married and grow with someone. They want they have traditional values here. And I think I think that they maybe project that being for the future. They don't see themselves as that right now, but for the future, right? Because they're not in a place for that right now. But I feel like they definitely see you as someone that, you know, they could do that with. If you already are like basically married to this person, they definitely want that back, but there's something that they're challenged by at this time. I feel like that has to do with whether or not they can trust. Like, this person may have trust issues with the Seven of Cups. They don't know who to believe, who not to believe, or they just could be very overwhelmed at this time, right? And that coming to this place of, okay, I'm sure of what I want is going to be hard for them because they've been dealing with, they have that escapism tendency, or they just dream and have fantasy life. So it's hard for them to actually get to reality, or to stop trying to escape reality. Let's look at your incoming energies this week. What can Libra expect this week? Security. Everybody's been getting this card. If you are feeling insecure, if you're feeling unsure of what's going on, unstable, trying to just avoid having, you know, crazy moments, you will receive a lot more security this week. I think you're going to be feeling a lot more comfortable with illumination. Something is becoming very clear to you. The path is becoming clear to you. It's like, thank freaking God, I finally understand, or I finally have more understanding of what's going on. Truth, yeah, because the truth is coming out. You find security in the truth. You find faith and trust in the truth. We have taking risks. Yeah, so you may be reaching out to this person and it may be risky, or the fact that you may be dropping your guard a little bit to this person. That may come as a surprise. That may be a risk that you're willing to take. Yeah. And with community here, I feel like you are definitely going to be seeing this person. We have forgiveness on the bottom of the deck. I definitely feel like you'll see this person sometime this week, or there will be that desire to kind of see each other like in the physical rather than just talk over the phone or something. There is a desire to actually come together. With the butterflies on this card, I'm definitely feeling transformative energy, and the rainbow, it's like peace. So it's like you finally find that comfort and the peace and the security that you've been needing from this person in this situation. You've needed the truth, you've needed an understanding, you've needed to know where they are, and Spirit is blowing this in. They're guiding this to come in this week. But if there's a risk that you need to take, if that means the risk is opening lines of communication or saying something to this person, take the risk, do the thing. Because the theme so far has been they're not willing to say anything, they're not willing to speak up, though they desire it and though they want it. For whatever reason, they can't come forward. So you may have to be the one to make that ultimate move towards them. Okay, so let's put you here, let's put you here, and let's look at what this person wants to say to you. Libra, what does this person want to say? But you both want to reconcile, right? You both want to see each other. You don't want things to be heavy. Yeah, I keep you at a distance to maintain control. So there is definitely that element of you don't really know what's going on with this person. I can't make you my priority right now. Going back to that song, first. And priorities. They can't. Like, you want to be put first, but they can't. Because they're dealing with something. Yeah, I am too hurt and confused to give you the love that I know you deserve. So whatever it is, it's like they can't make you that priority that they wish that they could, and they feel so bad about it. But like they still, that doesn't mean that they don't want you in their life. Yeah, we have thank you, I'm sorry, I love you. I don't know how to love. They love you to the best of their ability, to how they know, they know that they feel feelings for you, but they don't understand them. Like I said earlier, it's just like that block that they have with working together with other people and not escaping constantly from trauma or from bad situations. Like, it's taught this person to just deflect. I'm scared to make a move on or towards you. I want to go on crazy adventures with you. Yeah, for sure. These cards, also, I know that there's one flipped over in here. I mean, I can't hold on to them for the life of me. So they tend to just get flipped over. I don't know what I would do without you. I haven't ever met anyone like you before. This one flipped over, yes. Walking away is easier than facing what has happened. So yeah, I mean, you can tell this person really is very grateful for you. They definitely want to have fun with you and experience life with you, but they can't. It's the labels right now that scares this person, because they're really not prepared, or there's something that they're having to heal from and move forward from. So let's see what Spirit has to say about this situation. We're going to get you some advice. I read these cards in pairs, so we will see what comes out. Sorry, there we go. All right, and then we will be done. So for Libra, what is your advice for Libra? Yeah, this has been coming up every single time. A year from now, and you're ready. So Spirit is trying to tell you, and as they have been trying to tell everybody else, whoever it is that you're looking at right now, whoever this reading is about, a year from now, there's going to be a massive difference in you and in this person, to the point where you could actually see yourself, you will be ready in a year for this relationship, or for a relationship. You will be ready in a year. This person will be ready in a year. Actually, I'd like to take that all back. It could be before then. Spirit wanted to remind me, it could be before then for some of you, but I only have cards in this deck that go up to a few months from now, so I don't have anything past like 3 months before we get to the year card. So it could happen in like 5 months or 7 months or 8 months. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be like a full year, but you can expect to see a lot of change over the course of this next year, to the point where that you would be prepared and ready for a relationship. And same with this person. What is your advice for Okay, so we've got one. Yeah, okay, good. That's a good card. You definitely want that. Yeah, trust and the situation will improve. Trust the situation will improve here. Okay, like trust has come out a couple other times here. So it's just like you just really need to have faith in this. And I know it's hard, but you have to do your best. This is going to get better. It's going to take time, but it is going to get better here. And just focus on that. Don't focus on right now if you can. Focus on healing yourself, getting yourself to a good place, working on whatever you need to work on for yourself. Because then this person will also be working on themselves, and then you'll both be ready. And then we have big happy changes, remain positive. Yeah, so choose a new direction. So it really may be time to just close this cycle. Like, let's just get clear. Like, let's understand each other. Let's move to where we're at a good place, and then let's just move forward from there. Let's focus on what we can actually accomplish right now, and what we can't, let's not worry about it. Worrying's not going to help it. So Libra, I can definitely say over the course of this next year, and for some of you, it definitely is going to be sooner than that. I wouldn't say anything sooner than 3 months, just based off of the other readings that I've been doing, for like a reconciliation. That is the desire, but I'm projecting that to be in the future. So I do feel like this week, you're going to be having a conversation with this person about, you know, everything that's happened, and where there's like that desire to talk about that kind of thing. And Spirit is just trying to say, hey, trust this. It's going to get better. Stay positive. Okay, change is coming. That Wheel of Fortune is going to be in your favor in the near future. Okay, so just have faith. Yeah, I think that you will see changes coming sooner, like within the next few weeks. It's not like everything's going to be just like you're going to talk and then never talk again. Like there's going to be, you know, you're going to be talking to each other here and really trying to work on things, and you may see stuff change pretty soon, actually. So, well, Libra, that is the reading that I have for you guys for this coming week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it brought you clarity, and I really hope that it resonated. So if it does, please give me a like. It helps me understand that you like these readings, and that they resonate for you. So definitely leave me a like, a comment if you'd like to tell me your situation, and yeah, subscribe if you like my readings and if you like me. And so I will see you all in the next reading. Bye, guys.